Hello again, everyone. This is ASMR, and today, two very unexpected things happened. Firstly, I actually have some free time, which I didn't expect. And secondly, I found this wonderful illustration in the New York Times. It is a very detailed illustration. And a couple of days ago, I did a video where I used my pointer, my stick, to show off different portions of a very complicated picture. And a lot of you guys liked that. So when I saw this picture in the paper today, I knew I had to cut it out and do the same thing with it. I actually have another video coming soon. I know that will be like 4 videos in 3 days. But you guys deserve it because I ignored you for like a month, and now that I have some extra time, I definitely want to use that. So there will be another video coming after this one. Hopefully, if not today, then within the next few days. That is more traditional. But for now, I just thought we would go over this really complex, lovely illustration in detail. And basically, the only thing that I really wanted to explain before I begin is that I'm actually filming this very early. Most of the time that I film videos for you guys, it's extremely late at night. It's like anywhere from midnight to 4 o'clock in the morning. It's usually very late. Right now it's extremely early. It's only 7:17 at night, and if you hear noise in the background, I'm sorry. Basically it's just like there's noise outside, and then my parents, and I just can't like tell everybody to be quiet. So if you hear some noise in the background, that's a little more than normal. That's why. So anyway, this illustration was in the paper today. It was an article about telecommuting and working from home, which is something that I do pretty much every day, no matter what, because I work as a journalist, and I also go to college online, and I teach online with the State University of New York. And basically this is all about how telecommuting is going to become more popular now that we have the issues with the virus going around. But anyway, it just shows an apartment, a series of apartments. It almost looks like the houses or the scenes from that old TV show, Hey Arnold. Anybody remembers that? And then it just gives you like a little dollhouse peek into what's going on in some of these houses. So, because this is so complicated, let's start from the bottom and just work our way down, okay? So, let's start with here. Now, I cut this paper out, but I did not cut any of the illustration. So when it cuts off, it was cut off like that in the paper as well, alright? So anyway, this place is called Enzo's, and then it says tradish, so I'm assuming it's like traditional. It looks like it is a little Italian bakery or grocery, and there is a man in an apron, and I assume this is Enzo, and he is holding, it looks like a carton of ice cream maybe, and a piece of bread, or a loaf of bread, and he is looking up at this man here, who is sitting up on his windowsill, and he is lowering down a rope with a bag attached and some money attached. So without leaving his apartment, because I guess they're in lockdown now, he is lowering this, and Enzo is putting this into the bag, and then he is going to take it up to have food to eat. So that is that scene there. And then in the window of Enzo's store, we have, it looks like an old butter churner, a pitcher, another piece of bread, or another loaf of bread I should say. This looks like a photograph, grapes, a plate, and 2 bottles of wine. And look at the detail work. It's a very nice store, and a blue awning. Then if we move over here, this store is closed. It says WM, must be like a mobile store, and that's closed down for whatever reason. And this lady here is, it looks like she has a bag of laundry, and she is running in a panic to get somewhere. And it's funny because there is no laundromat on this street, so I guess it might be the next street over. But that's what she looks like she's doing. Now then, this store here is a wholesome organic deli purity court. There is a man walking out of it, and he looks kind of unimpressed with the service. And there he is marching away, but he is holding 2 bags, so maybe he was pleased with the food, just really displeased with the prices, and I can understand that. And then here is the owner, who I'm assuming is the owner of the deli, and his shelves are stocked. And look at all the stuff. So outside of the store, he's got like this little panel work, and then like the equivalent of a fire hydrant. And then inside the windows, he has a lot of things. He has a bottle of milk or juice. He's got pancakes. He's got bacon. He's got chips. He's got some coffee, it looks like. He's got bananas. He's got a hamburger and more hamburgers. 1, 2, 3 hamburgers. And a soda. And or probably a cappuccino, knowing these organic places. And a donut. And more coffee, and a carton of milk, and a sandwich, eggs. It doesn't look too sanitary to have all the food spelled out like this, so maybe that's why he's displeased. Who knows, maybe there was just like a big raid on everything, because people are panicking to get stuff to eat. Now then here we have a subway station, so we just say the AY at the end of the word subway. And this man is coming up from the subway, and he's got a mask on his face. And these are stubway lights that are very traditional to New York. And this, whoever is in this store, this house, just says back in question mark, because I guess this must be a restaurant or something that was ordered to close, and they don't know when they'll be reopening. And then here's the door, and this poor homeless lady is out there with a help sign. And you see more and more of that now in New York. It's very sad. But no laundromats. We don't know where she's running to. As I said, it might be something off the page. So now let's move up to the second floor. So on the second floor, let me zoom out a little bit. So on the second floor here, we have a lot of things going on. So we have this blue building, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 windows on this floor. And there's quite a bit happening here. Some of it sensical, some of it rather nonsensical. So we have this person who is on the potty and appears to be either taking a pregnancy test or having a snack while in the bathroom. We have a little orange kitty who's curled up sleeping on a windowsill. And I think that's very cute because my cats actually do the same thing. And then we have this man here in a green room who is just flipping out. He looks like he has a laptop or an iPad, and he is just ready to throw it against the wall. So it looks like there's a cup, so maybe he said he was drinking coffee, but he was actually partaking in something a bit stronger to make him this angry. Because, yeah, throwing a laptop is not going to fix the problem. He's just going to owe a lot of money. Or lose a lot of money, have to buy a new one. And then if we come up here, we have a bit of a nicer scene. We have one lady here with a little floofy dog, and she's handing her neighbor, or showing him something. She's either handing him a cup or showing him something on her phone. He's looking. We'll come to this scene later. And then over here, there is a man shouting at the radio, so clearly he is not pleased with something being reported on the news. And then here we have this poor man, looks like he's rather sick, and there is his absolutely terrified housemate, or possibly hostage, because if somebody was really sick, I don't know why you would still be sitting there. And they are watching a news report about the virus. And then if you come up here, there is a lady, and she is working from home. But the window, I mean, this is a bit dangerous to put your computer out the window. I mean, you know, if it dropped, you know, it could really hurt somebody on the street. And if it, you know, if it dropped, it would also break, and that would be bad. But, you know, I can understand her wanting to get some fresh air, so she's working from home like that. She's got a lovely plant above her. And then right next door to her, there is a man lying in bed. It looks like he may be sick, or he might just be taking a load off for the day, you know. And he is watching something on TV. And he either has a mask on his face, so maybe he was sick, or maybe it could be like, what do they call those? The sleep pad, you know, like the things you put over your eyes before you sleep. I don't know what you call those. Sleep mask, I think. But yeah, he's watching something on his laptop and is a little disturbed, obviously, by it. So that is what's happening at the blue house. And then if we come to the middle here, which is the green house, there's a lot going on here. So we're just going to stick to these three stories now. So over here we have, it looks like a delivery man wearing a helmet. I guess he came on a motorcycle. And he's delivering something to this lady. And she's got two people with her who are watching. It looks like a TV or a laptop that reports. And they're in the kitchen. And then up here you have two people just chilling out on the couch. They have the radio on, but they're checking something out on the phone. Perhaps they're FaceTiming with somebody. And they've got a lot of plants. And they're just chilling. And then here is the neighbor. And he is, again, this is a lady from across the way. And he's just looking at something on the phone, chatting with her. And then up here we have a radio. And then here is a lady who was cooking and watching something on YouTube on her phone. I bet you she's reading she's either watching a YouTube video, a tutorial on how to cook something, or looking up a recipe. I always do this. Like, I always bake around Christmas and Easter, and I always look up the recipe as I'm baking. So I totally understand her. And she's wearing a lovely green shirt that's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. And a nice red skirt. She's got a white apron on. And then her housemate is sitting under a lamp on a couch, either reading something or watching something on his phone. And you know what? We might as well go to the top of this building here, or the top floor. So here we have a very strange scene indeed. It looks like this man is working from home, right? And he's got a laptop here, and he's got a chair, and he's got a chart showing something, and he's got his papers, and a couch, and a chair, and he's got a nice suit on, except for one problem. He's not wearing any pants. He's just in his boxer shorts. So I don't know whether he has simply lost his mind and forgotten where his shorts are, or possibly he works for some sort of adult-oriented company, or maybe he's just trying to like fake insanity to see if he can get out of his job, because maybe he likes working from home all the time. Who knows? But for whatever reason, he has decided that it is a good idea to make a presentation wearing no pants. And I would understand if he was sitting in the chair and he didn't have any pants on, because then nobody would notice. But the way that he's standing, I mean, I would think that they would definitely be able to see that he's just not wearing pants. Or maybe he's a comedian. Maybe he's filming a comedic video for YouTube. And then here's just a lady who is chilling out. She's leaning out the window. It's a lovely day. She's enjoying the nice weather and reading a book and smiling. So she's handling it well. So that's what's going on in the greenhouse. And then over here we have like this little area here, this little blackened area, which is more like an alleyway. And we have 2 air conditioners, or 3 air conditioners, and 2 cute pigeons. Oh, a third cute pigeon up here, just sitting and chilling out. And then this lady sitting on a fire escape, watching something on her laptop. And her neighbor upstairs is leaning out his window with his phone in his hands, filming a scene. This is technically illegal. In New York, you're not actually supposed to sit out on your fire escapes. People do it. But the fire department goes nuts if they see you doing this. Like, you're not allowed to leave anything on your fire escape, and you really shouldn't hang out on the fire escape, they say, in case of emergency. But I can see why people are doing it there if they're like trapped in the house otherwise. And so then we come over to the final building. This is a big green building. This is the building above Enzo's. And then down here we have somebody who is sitting around playing video games, and the parent is checking in on them, it looks like. I definitely understand this one. I don't play video games, but I love watching video games walkthroughs. I'm completely addicted to them on YouTube. I watch more gamers and do more game walkthroughs, and it's safe to admit. So I can see why this person is so into the game. And then in the next room, there's a dad and a little boy, and it looks like a baby, holding a doll, and they are watching a children's television program with a duck on it. Or it could just be Animal Planet or something. I love watching those shows. You're never too old to enjoy animal shows about ducks. Oh, and then here is the man who is getting the food from Enzo. We saw him in the beginning. So if we come up here, there is an adorable white kitty looking out the window at these 2 pigeons. And the pigeons are kind of mocking the cat, like, nah, 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 you can't get us. And I get that because we have pigeons and starlings that do that to my cats. And then over here, we have a lady, and she is wearing a green robe, and she is watching the talking heads on the news. And she's in a library. She's surrounded by her living room library and or bookshelves rather. And she looks rather shocked by what's being said. This lady reminds me of myself. She's just chilling, looking out the window, admiring the pigeons. That's what I would do. I do admire pigeons. I think they're adorable. A lot of people think they're pests, but I don't. Now, here is the neighborhood busybody or pervert or both. And he is standing in the window with a pair of binoculars, just looking at everything that's going on outside. And as he's watching everybody else, the pigeon's watching him. Now, of all the scenes here, this is probably like one of the funniest and most disturbing, most bizarre. So here you have this man taking a bubble bath, and he was having a relaxing time in the bath. He's got his little towel hung up on the side of the door. He's got his heater there. Everything was cool. Everything was chill. And then the kitty got in. And this kitty looks like the sibling of this kitty, doesn't it? And Kitty pushed his laptop into the bathtub. So essentially what you're watching here is attempted murder by cat. This reminds me, one of my favorite movies of all time is this movie called The Addams Family Values. And it's part of the Addams Family franchise. And it's when Uncle Fester meets Debbie. And Debbie she becomes a children's nanny, but it turns out that she's like a Black Widow serial killer who tries to kill all her husbands. So she seduces Fester and marries Fester. And in one scene, she attempts to kill Fester by throwing a radio into the bathtub. And of course, she doesn't kill him. He rather enjoys the whole thing. But that's kind of what this reminds me of. So I guess we can say that this cat is Debbie. And then look at the beautiful details on the building. You see this a lot in buildings in New York, especially in Brooklyn. And I'm assuming just from like the view that this is supposed to be Brooklyn. So then behind these buildings, which are kind of older looking, look like they were built around the 1920s. You have this big high-rise apartment. So you have one lady that's just standing there looking out the window, to the side window. Two little plants up here. Then down here you have this man, and he's screaming. Now, I don't know whether he's screaming because he's just dropped his phone and it's coming flying and he's screaming in horror, or if that's not actually a phone, if that's a piece of bread and the pigeons are coming for it, and he's doing what I do, throwing the bread at them and screaming, "Hello, come here, cuties," or something like that. But yes, so one way or another, the neighbor is looking at him like he's crazy. And if you're an animal person, you definitely know that look that people give you, like, why are you feeding them? But yeah, so he's either dropping his phone or he's feeding the birds. I really don't know which, but one way or another, he's shouting about something. It could be in glee or it could be in horror. We don't know. I never know. And then you see all these buildings in the background. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Truly indeterminable. But this one here is the Freedom Tower. That's where the World Trade used to be. And that's really the only distinguishable one. And then we have 1, 2, 3 pigeons flying in the air. And then if we keep moving over, there's more adorable pigeons roosting on the top of this building, where the Panther man is still giving his speech. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this little cutie is flapping his wings. And then if we come over here, there's a ladder downward. There's an old chimney with it looks like a satellite attached to it for a cable. And there's a stairway down, and there's a little dog tied up, a cute little dog, looking at his owners. Oh, and there's another adorable pigeon. And more buildings in the background, the big water tower on top of this building. Look at that. So anyway, he's looking at his family, and they're sitting at a table on chairs, and she's working on her computer and he's working on his phone, and they have this green umbrella above them, and they're just working from home and making the best of it. So that comes to the end of this very complicated scene. But oops, there goes my tripod. Sorry guys, didn't mean to have that in the picture. But yeah, so I saw this in the paper today, and I just thought that this would make a really nice video to show you all. And I hope you have enjoyed it. And once again, I hope that you are all staying healthy. And I will have another video for you soon that will be more of a traditional test. It will, it will include like color test, eye exam elements, some interactive guessing game elements, and a little bit of tracing as well. So look out for that one coming soon. But thank you for watching, and I hope that you are having a good day despite everything. See you soon.